Hey there, Rival fans! So today I have a lot of interesting news and some new sneak peeks about the PvE mode update, which seems like coming to the game at some point, so let's jump into it. First of all, Marvel Rivals Intel just dropped new post that Hulk currently has the highest ban rate in Season 1 across all ranks in competitive. Well, I think that it's not really accurate because we have bans since Diamond, I believe, so yeah, all the ranks that higher than Diamond have Hulk banned 45, basically half of the games in these ranks have no Hulk included. And honestly, this is a little bit upsetting because it seems like this guy is very powerful and might even get some nerfs, or maybe some other characters will get some huge buffs, so he will just be moved a little bit lower and people will stop banning him on the high elo tiers. But anyway, this is really interesting to discover. I think that Hulk is really strong, seems like this, but anyway, tell me your thoughts about this one. Besides, we also get this really big update about the Magneto, and seems like now we know why he feels so off with his ultimate, and this is because he just bugged. So this post saying that you are not whiffing with your Magneto ults, you're just bugged. And again, it seems like we have another ultimate with really huge bugs. Previously we had a problem with increased damage for the Moon Knight, and now we have a really strong issue with the Magneto's ultimate. He basically can't aim into the enemies with this ultimate, and his ball just go through anything. And you can see it clearly on this video showcase with Luna Snow in the practice mode. And to be honest, this is quite a big thing. First, we got really huge nerfs of his ability with Scarlet Witch, and now we have this. Plus, we have this problem with reload, which a lot of people think that should be avoided, and the Marvel Rivals developers should fix that. I mean, that he actually reload his metallic guns. So overall, it seems like Magneto gonna have a lot of changes in the upcoming patch notes, and maybe even we see some kind of a little bit of rework, if we should say though, about his basic auto attacks. So yeah, it might be a really big thing for the Magneto fans, and I hope that it will be, because right now he feels a little bit off. Of course, he's still strong with his pretty much amazing shield, which basically make you immune. And his ultimate can sometimes be helpful, especially with swallowing some projectiles and auto attacks from the characters who just shooting into you, right? But again, it feels a little bit way too weak, because it can be really easily overwhelmed with the damage. And I think that, well, Magneto desperately needs some fixes and maybe even some good buffs. So tell me your thoughts again in the comments down below. Hey guys, I'm happy to announce that to celebrate Marvel Rivals Season 1 start and getting closer to 15k on my channel, I decided to make another $200 worth lattice giveaway. To participate, subscribe to this channel and like and comment any video. Then stay tuned and watch my videos to see the winner. And that's all. There will be 6 winners in total, which I'll choose randomly from the subscribers. Thank you for your support and good luck. We also get some reviews from the Xox League. I won't show you exact images, but I think that you can find it yourself if you want. So here's what it says. It's 101 to store asset as of right now. We're gonna keep track of it if they will change replace the model, and there's still some unused stuff related to the boss like an AoE attack. Until then, enjoy this goofy in-game look at it. Thanks to Rivals Intel for the video. So basically, we have a huge Kraken. And I believe, I'm pretty like 99% that this coming to the Marvel Rivals as a PvE mode guy. Maybe it will be some kind of a new mode, or it might be some new event stuff related to anything. Maybe it will be related to the Hydra, and I'm pretty sure that it will be, because it seems like this guy is basically the tentacles on a Hydra map, which we can see when playing on the Hydra Rebus base. So yep, also some of the confirmation coming from the Xox League. They saying that the Infinity Crisis game mode features some kind of a Kraken boss fight. So this is again something new, and we know that this is kind of confirmed, because we actually have models in the game, and they will definitely appear in the game at some point. Because when we get something new like this, it's usually the thing that actually will be used in the game. Besides, we also get this review from the Xox League, who said, "Stream and showcase of the objectives that unleashed Whip Infinity Crisis game mode. Infinity Crisis prepare to attack. Infinity Crisis more capture the energized crystal. Infinity Crisis flag status, your team is capturing the crystal. Stop the enemy carrier, the crystal has dropped and the crystal will unlock in some time." So again, it seems like we're gonna have a new mode, and it might be a part of the PvE as well. It feels like a really big deal, and honestly, I know that a lot of people excited about the PvE, and I am one of them, so I really want to see what Marvel Rivals devs are cooking for us, because it seems like a really huge thing. Much better than this football stuff with the Chinese New Year, which honestly I don't really like. And yeah, I hope that this will be a big banger, which also will be another good thing which Overwatch 2 didn't make, even if it promised, but Marvel Rivals will do, and this is really great to know. We also get this post from the My Cabbages. "One guard is the most fun role in my opinion. Why does nobody play it?" So here's what he's saying: "I love Hulk, always have AO. I knew my main day one and wow, I love his gameplay. I hit around the face tanking his ult with my shields and getting peek at the backline with my clap. Nerfs the team up of course, but otherwise he's pretty fair, I'd say. And the other one guards are awesome too. I love Magneto and Venom. Also, who wants to die in 2 hits? Pretty lame to me. 650 plus HP is a baller. Just find it weird, no one wants to play one guard other than me. Curious on what you guys think and how the devs can encourage more one guards players, and 8.5k people like this post." So I think that honestly, it's really big thing that a lot of players are actually avoiding one guards right now, because it seems like we have strategists and DPS meta in the current situation. So, well, I think that actually one guards are quite fun to play, especially some kind of Hulk one and Venom too, because they have dives, they're pretty dynamic, but Magneto feels a little bit off, for example, because he's like really slow sometimes. Doctor Strange for me personally is not a really good one too, but that's just my subjective opinion about him. And also other characters like Captain America is quite fun, he's really fast and he's really high damage one as well as a Thor. So I think that one guards really need some more love from the community, and people should try these guys. They absolutely astonishing if you can play them correctly. They're probably the best class in the game, believe me, just try it out. Also, we get this huge article from the Video Gamer, and it reveals 9 best team comps in the Marvel Rivals Season 1. So let's see what we have. First one is the Avengers. A throwback to the OG MCU era, where the Avengers, a team comp that has no healer at all, dominated over Loki at strategist in New York. Recommended heroes are Thor, Hulk, Captain America, Hawkeye, Iron Man and Black Widow. Active team up abilities: Wall Tag, Union, Gamma Charge and Allied Agents. Recommended playstyle: use Hulk to dive in alongside Thor to push back enemies lines and absorb as much damage to make way for the Iron Man to launch his missiles while hovering. Then from the backline, play as Hawkeye and Black Widow to launch long-range attacks on the enemies and protect any incoming shots targeting your ranged duelist with a Cap's shield. With 3 active team-up abilities, you can easily pair up 2 heroes and make the best of your Avengers, even without healer. Just make sure to stay close to the healing beacons so you're not dying constantly. Take your turn, coordinate and assemble together. Well, it sounds like pretty much fun. I think that this might be even really good strategy in some way, but without healers, well, all of these guys should be really good with their aims. Otherwise, they probably won't carry this out. Next one is a New York team-up. When New York is in danger, its local Marvel heroes swing to the rescue. Whether it's Doctor Strange opening the portal from the Sanctum Sanctorum or Spider-Man swinging from the Queens, this is formidable team-up comp. Recommended heroes: Doctor Strange, Captain America, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Invisible Woman and Cloak and Dagger. Active team-up ability: no active team-up abilities in this comp. Recommended playstyle: while there are no active team-up abilities in this composition, it is balanced here loadout with 2 characters from each class, as Doctor Strange opens the portals, which allows your 2 duelists, Iron Man and Spider-Man, to fly through to trick enemies. On the other hand, use Captain America to guide your healers, Invisible Woman and Cloak and Dagger into the battlefield. Since both your tanks have shields, you can easily block incoming damage and even use their ults to give your team a boost. Well, pretty interesting comp. I think it's fairly balanced and probably might work really good. Also, we have All Dive, and oh my god, this is a nightmare for the poor strategists. Let's see. Sometimes when ranged heroes don't do the job, it's believed to dive into the battlefield head-on to eliminate rivals using the close and personal brute force. Check out the best dive team comp in the Marvel Rivals. Recommended heroes: Venom, Hulk, Spider-Man, Iron Fist, Wolverine, Jeff the Landshark. Active team-up ability: Symbiote Bond and Fastball Special. Recommended playstyle: this composition focuses purely on getting closer to the enemy team and dealing as much melee damage as you can. Play as a pure tank with Venom and Hulk, and then active your bonus shields while your duelists like Iron Fist can close in for the swift blow. As Hulk, hurl Wolverine at flying enemies to damage them or bring them down. As Spider-Man, stay on the move and activate your Symbiote Bond ability to push back any enemies that get too close. Finally, as Jeff, keep spitting bubbles and heal your tanks in the front line. Well, sounds like a really good comp for me. I think that this might be a lot of fun and a lot of people would just hate this comp for sure. We also get Bullet Time one. This one is for Overwatch fans who like to use guns rather than magical superpowers. Recommended heroes: Penny Parker, Magneto, Punisher, Winter Soldier, Black Widow and Rocket Raccoon. Active team-up ability: Ammo Overload. So basically with Winter Soldier and with Punisher it might be incredibly powerful, but let's see. Recommended playstyle: this team composition solely tests your gun skill in the Marvel Rivals, as all heroes mainly use his gun weapons and lay mines as a spider nest. As Penny Parker, around your team to block incoming damage is Magneto. Keep Widow on the backline to deal ranged sniper damage and one-shot enemies out of the battlefield. Finally, as a Rocket, put down the Ammo Overload device near the Punisher, Winter Soldier, so they can keep firing their guns endlessly and deal massive damage to the enemy heroes. This is one of the most overpowered team-up abilities in the Marvel Rivals and can help you conquer the battlefield if used carefully. Fifth one is as Guardians of the Galaxy, and we can see that this is a mix of the Thor plus Guardians of the Galaxy. As Guardians of the Galaxy are here to save the day, all the names implies this team comp is inspired by the Guardian in the Marvel Rivals. So recommended heroes: Groot, Thor, Star-Lord, Rocket Raccoon, Mantis and Adam Warlock. Active team up: Planet X Pulse and Guardian Revival. Recommended playstyle: as Thor, keep throwing thunderbolts at your enemies and hurl your Mjolnir as a close range. Meanwhile, Groot carries Rocket over his shoulders and build walls to block the enemy paths to protect your team from incoming damage. Use Star-Lord to soar into the enemy and fire Element's gun to deal damage at enemies, while Mantis and Adam Warlock are healing. By using the Guardian Revival team-up ability, Star-Lord and Mantis can revive themselves without having it worry about rushing to the spawn area. And I think that this is quite a good one. It's pretty strong, with a lot of heal, and it might be even broken in some way. If you have good Star-Lord and Mantis, oh dude, this would be just crazy. Also, now next one, Mutants Rise. Magneto mutants are here to dominate the battlefield. Recommended heroes: Magneto, Storm, Wolverine, Magic, Psylocke and Luna Snow. Active team-up ability: Dimensional Shortcut. When magic on the battlefield, Psylocke can trap into limbo. With 4 mutant duelists, you know your team is going to deal a lot of damage, as Magneto absorb as much damage on the front lines as you can and shield your duelists from any incoming projectiles. As Wolverine and Magic, play close to the enemies and deal damage with heavy strikes. As Storm, boost your team damage and pace while throwing wind blades from the sky, while Psylocke rushes through the enemies and keeps dashing across the map using the Dimensional Shortcut ability. So overall, sounds like a fun comp, and it might be pretty strong as well, so also kinda iconic X-Men team, so kinda cool. Next one is Masters of the Mystic Art, and we have Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch, Moon Knight, Black Panther, Cloak and Dagger and Loki here. Active team ability: Lunar Force for the Cloak and Dagger and the Moon Knight, and also recommended playstyle. This team comp is probably the most balanced out of the pack, since it focused on dealing an equal amount of close and long range damage, as Doctor Strange opened a portal for the Moon Knight to place his angst near the enemy team so he can deal significant AoE damage and disappear using Lunar Force. As Scarlet Witch, place Dark Seal Force Field at the same time to use Cloak and they create similar disruption around the enemy team while you dish out damage and heal allies with Dagger. While the action is ongoing, Loki needs to create clones and trick enemies while stealing their abilities and using their ults to win your team. Pretty nice one, I would say. We also get ranged heroes when we have only range heavy carries. And here we have Hela, a Squirrel Girl, a Mantis, Hawkeye, Magneto and Luna Snow, and all of them dealing kinda significant damage, so basically you're trying to escape and deal some really good damage from afar, so I think that this one is pretty strong for sure. And we have a Reed Science team, so basically all the characters are kind of scientists or really smart guys. So it has Hulk, Spider-Man, Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic, Iron Man and Penny Parker. Overall, we have a few active team ability like Gamma Charge and Fantastic Four one, so recommended playstyle for them is that this team can technically have 3 Vanguards, including Mr. Fantastic, who dives into the battlefield along with the Hulk, but meanwhile, Penny plays her deadly mines and Spider-Man tries to keep enemy divers at bay. At the same time, create a psionic vortex shield with Invisible Woman to damage duelists who close in on your tanks. As Spider-Man and Iron Man stay on the move and damage enemies. As soon as you're low on health, fly back to save for a quick heal, then head back into the battle and dish out even more damage. So overall, I think that these comps are pretty interesting. They are definitely fun to play, or at least to try. Not sure how good they would work in this current meta, but I think that this is absolutely cool. So yeah, would be a really cool thing to try it out with some players or to see it in a game someday, but tell me your thoughts about this overall. So yeah, that's all for me for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you are, be sure to drop a like, comment and subscribe to my channel for more amazing Marvel Rivals content. See you guys! Hey Rivalers! Sorry for interrupting, but only 1.7% of you subscribe to my channel. To support me and my channel, please subscribe and hit that like button. Thanks!